My love, if I'm finding you and you're finding me, it means we are energetically aligned. Welcome in, my loves. I call on your spirit team only of the highest high, only of love and light. And I call on Archangel Michael with your shield and your sword. Please guard and protect this space. Transmute all energy to love and light. Okay, my love. This is going to be a message from your ancestors. So let's begin here. We have the Ace of Wands. Look at that. Beautiful. Aries, Leo, Sag. There's a fire coming up within you. New passion. New energies. They're showing me there's like new knowledge. They're showing me that there's new knowledge coming in here. And this is all new. They want me to take this card. Okay, Three of Wands manifestations coming in. They're showing me the ships coming in. People will travel to you. People will travel to you. They're saying the abundance is coming in. The money is coming in. The clients are coming in. The business is coming in. The job is coming in. They're saying the success is already here. They're saying continue to stand in your conviction. Continue to stand in your conviction. And they're showing me like you are being guided by peace. They're saying you've cultivated peace so much within your energetic field that you are now showing the way for peace. That's what they're showing. They're saying that they're showing the way for peace. You are showing the way for peace. You are showing the way for love. We have the King of Coins coming in here. So I see a masculine energy, a divine masculine energy. Doesn't have to be a man, can be a woman, can be non-binary. This masculine energy is extremely abundant. They're showing me that you have healed the abundant masculine energy within you and your ancestral lineage. Again, you could be a man, a woman, non-binary. It doesn't matter. And they're saying that you have healed the masculine energy within your lineage so that it is no longer toxic because you have done the work, because you have said your yes and you meant your yes. You said yes and you meant your yes. So now you are being blessed with abundance. And they're saying like multiple streams of income. Multiple streams. They're saying it's not just one, it's several. You have with also this King of Coins here and the Page of Coins here. So we have Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And they're showing me how, through the Capricorn's horns here, they're showing me how, they're showing me like a duality, like two sides. And they're saying how, it grows slowly, but they grow in an appropriate season, if that makes sense. It grows in the appropriate season. So don't be anxious, my love. You have the Nine of Swords. And they're saying, don't be anxious. You have this anxiety here, and they're like, stop it. They're like, you're good. You're good. You're guided. Ace of Cups. They're saying all you need to do is love yourself. You are coming out with the Ace of Cups in reverse. We're going to look into that a little bit more in just a moment here. What else do we have? We have the Five of Swords in reverse. I like to see that. I like to see the fives in reverse. And then we have the Five of Coins in the upright. So we have like kind of a weird balance here. Okay, with the Ace of Wands coming out here, I am seeing like a brand new beginning. Like this is something that's new. This is something that this is something that's new for you in this lifetime. But I'm also seeing that this is something new for you in several lifetimes. You've done this before in other lifetimes which is why like some of the downloads are easy to come through. Like you've done this before, but it's been several lifetimes since you've done this, if that makes sense. Like you had this type of success, grounded stability, oneness with source God energy, but you haven't had this in quite some time. They're saying it is coming in. So that's the reason why it's like you have the ability to tap in. You have the ability to tap in like pretty quickly. They're saying just like, anything that you tap into the frequency of, you will be able to see it. You are extremely high vibrational, coming from a high court order. You have been sent here to ease this anxiety and ease this strife here. You're here to bring forgiveness. That's what this is. Because you have learned how to do this. Like with the Ace of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Chariot, they're showing me like a lot of success here. There's a lot of success. They're showing me like it's going to come in. It's going to come in quick. Now that you're in alignment with it. I don't think you always were, but now you are. And they're saying like it's going to come in quickly. You're gonna see yourself in great abundance. I'm seeing like the stream of consciousness that you are tapping into and bringing into your brain, your heart, your chakras, your body is a very high stream of consciousness, like a very high vibrational stream of consciousness. You're gonna hear you're gonna hear some kind of extremely high pitched sound. It could be a bird, it could be some kind of whistle. That is going to be your sign. It's extremely high pitched, almost to the point of you wanting to like cover your ears. But they're showing me how you're going to hear like it's going to be higher pitched than a train whistle. They want me to clarify. It's extremely high pitched. And they're saying that is your confirmation. But they're also saying like you don't really need the confirmation. You already know. So you're going to go from this extremely high vibrational place. Like, they're also showing me, please clarify the King of Coins. So they're also showing me how, because you walked away from a toxic situation, you stepped into this extremely high vibrational timeline. You were able to overcome a very difficult lesson that required you to walk away. And it's like a very dense, like you could overcome like some kind of like domestic type of thing where it was like with a partner, with a relative. They're showing me like it's domestic. It's not really like, it's not career based at all. They're showing me that you were able to overcome this. And because you're able to overcome this, because it was very personal, it was very intimate, is what they're showing me. So because you were able to overcome this, because you walked away, you stepped into this King of Coins energy. You healed the inner masculine and you cleaned up. They're literally saying you cleaned up the energy from past ancestral lineages. They're saying it's like from paternal and maternal. You have uncovered the truth. You have acknowledged the truth, and you have healed the truth by bringing it into your reality, like purging it, grieving it, etc., etc. Let's clarify this Nine of Swords here. Please clarify the Nine of Swords. Yeah, so you're moving towards, so they're showing me in this timeline here in this middle row, with the King of Coins, Page of Coins, and Nine of Swords, they're showing me how you're moving from, okay, I'm abundant, I know who I am, I've healed this divine masculine inside of me. You've also healed like your trauma with money, you've healed your trauma with abundance. They're showing me like you've healed a lot of stuff in your root chakra here. And they're saying that like you're now able to offer gems. They're saying like words of advice, gems that help bring other people to a higher frequency within themselves. So I'm clarifying the 9 of Swords here, and they're bringing out the 4 of Swords. And this is all about rest. So you're bringing people out of this anxiety, out of the anxiety of anxiety. You're bringing people out of the energy of anxiety and into an energy of like, okay, I can rest. I can heal. I can be at ease. And that's not something that they would have been able to do without your words, without your presence, without your yes. Okay. Spirit, please clarify the Ace of Cups here in reverse. And you're bringing justice, because they also were not able to pour love into themselves. They're saying that this is a lack of self-love. We were not able to do this love. We were not able to do this, like, this kind of, like, really in-depth, like their guides have been talking to them. They haven't been able to reach them because of all of the anxiety that is in their system, in their body. You came in, taught them how to rest, which means that you were able to balance them out. You were able to balance them out so that way they could receive self-love. That way they could receive like the message, oh, okay, I just need to rest. I just need to love myself. I need to drink water, right? We have the 5 of Swords here in reverse. Let's please clarify the 5 of Swords here in reverse. The Star. Yeah, so people, you're 100% a light worker. You're a light being. You are a channeler or a facilitator of healing. You could be a Reiki practitioner. But what they're showing me here with the Star in reverse is that you're helping people move from forgiveness of themselves to at least being able to start to see themselves as the Star. Even though they're coming in reverse here, what I'm seeing is that they're like starting to be able to grasp the idea. I feel like you might already have clients or something to that effect. Please clarify the 5 of Coins. Queen of Wands. And then you're able to pinpoint why they were feeling left out in the cold. Why did they feel left out in the cold? Well, it goes back to this Queen of Wands energy. Queen of Wands in reverse. This energy is jealous, vengeful. It is gossip in the background. They will be nice to your face, mean behind your back. They will gossip behind your back. They will also say and do, after a certain amount of time, they will say and do things directly in front of you or to your face to try to control you. They want to, this energy wanted to try and weigh you down. That's what they wanted to do. Okay, which deck? We're going to move over to the Wild Unknown. The Wild Unknown. Okay. So what else? What else is the advice here, Spirit? What is the advice? What is the advice here, Spirit? Okay, we have the 9 of Cups, fulfillment. They're saying you're going towards your fulfillment. Your fulfillment is in your purpose. Your fulfillment is like, hey, like, I just want to make sure everybody knows that they're a star. Everybody has their treasure. There is enough for everyone. That's what I'm getting. We're saying here, we have the 2 of Wands in reverse. So the advice here is to be very diligent. You need to meditate every single day. So going into meditation, really stepping into your purpose, not being afraid of your purpose, and calling it in. Call it in. We have the Justice card coming out here in reverse. The advice here is that, like, not everybody is going to believe in you. Not everybody's going to, like, see that. Some people are really going to believe and think that you are delusional. Let them. Because over time, they're going to come around. They're going to want to come and talk to you. They're going to want to see what you're doing. They're going to want to come and go like, hey, how did you figure this out? They're going to actually want your advice. So let them. It is up to you whether or not you want to help them. But that's what I'm getting, okay? And then we have here, oh, sorry, the wind just picked up. Okay, air signs. Okay, and then we have the Hangman, new perspectives coming through. You're going to start to think of things in a whole different way, in a whole different way. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Three of Pentacles. Do have soul family coming in. You need to believe. There's like a negative self-talk here that's coming through that I'm getting, and they're saying like positive affirmations. Speak to yourself like you are your own best friend, because you are. Speak to yourself like you are your own best friend. Be courageous about speaking to yourself in this way. They're saying it. We know it feels weird. It feels weird because, again, you had this Queen of Wands coming out here who was, and then you also recovered from this King of Coins energy, right? So you've recovered from a lot of like old traumas where there was negative words being said and thrown to you, right? That made you speak negatively to yourself, right? And then we have the Nine of Wands coming out. Guard and protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. Not everybody can have access to you. If you feel like somebody is not for you in your highest good, you must release them. We have the Devil coming out. With this energy, the energy is like, guard and protect yourself, because there are going to be times where you're going to be, remember we talked about the Capricorn energy before? Oh, I think that was in another reading. So I tried recording this energy, recording this energy reading for the ancestors, and there was no sound. So I had to re-record it. I couldn't even salvage it. And they're bringing out the Capricorn energy from that energy reading again. The Capricorn energy is very interesting. They're showing me a duality, okay? Where moments of oppression or struggle or strife or anything like that, just like moments of that are very dense in energy, they're saying, remember what they're for. Remember that they're here to teach you. You're not supposed to get stuck in the energy of what all of that is. You're a light being. You're a light worker. Remember that energy isn't meant to bring you down. It's meant to deliver a message or teach a lesson. You're not playing the game anymore. There is no game. The game is the simulation. You're not doing that anymore. For you, it's about, okay, how do I understand what's happening for me? Because everything is happening for me in my highest good. Everything is always working out for me. Because the game wants you to believe that nothing is working out for you, that it's all rigged or blah, 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 right? Because you're not playing the game, try and see how the lessons affect you, what you need to learn. And you're going to come out on the other side being able to see everything so much clearer in like Technicolor. Okay, my love, I hope that helps you.